Hey, this is Mills from America, and we are back with another tutorial for the RC505 Loopstation. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about Lo-Fi and Vocal Dist, how they're same, how they're different. I know that I have touched on these two in some previous tutorials, but not like this. This we're going to go into very much detail. Now, first question is, you probably looked at the thumbnail and are like, why did you put some fiery electric guitar there? Well, you're about to find out. Yep, so we're going to talk about how it can sound like an electric guitar. I'm going to make some references to Sin. Notice I didn't say Shin this time. Shut up with saying his name wrong. Anyway, so Sin is one looper. I'm probably going to reference some other people. And I'm going to maybe show you how you can take a vocal disc and maybe make it sound like a filter. I don't know. Let's see what kind of magic we can come up with. All right, let's go.
As always, in all my tutorials, I like to start with whatever is on the input side and then work my way over to the output side. So, input, IFX. Obviously, I use the EQ. So, we're going to, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you the what personally I prefer for any kind of vocal dist or lo-fi on the input. So for me, I like the middle high frequencies. So whenever you do middle and high, you really want to use a reverb. And in this case, my reverb is very high, but you'll see why. Okay. So got that set. Whatever you need to do over here, vocal dist. This is kind of subjective. The big knob for this, you know how every parameter takes one parameter and assigns that to the knob, right? Well, this one is just the dist or distortion. You get your tone, and I'll show you what that means. Basically, like this, it's going to get very, very bright. And basically, when you go like this, it's going to sound like a filter. And you'll see why. Over here is just the level. So be careful. Really preserve your hearing. I tend to keep things down like 20, not too much higher than like that. And again, you'll see why. So if I am like this, so without that, it just kind of like a siren, right? If you use vocal dist and reverb, it's gonna clean that up a lot, especially when you're singing lead vocals. And I'll hit the all start stop. You'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna do this over what I dropped earlier today. Yeah, there you have it. Some people like to do that on the lower frequencies. So if you're doing something very low like that,
Whoa, yeah. Yeah. If you know, something like this. Yeah. Yeah.
but do you see why I really don't like when you use the parameters that way? Because it just sounds crunchy, and honestly, your average producer probably wouldn't hire you if you did that. Fast and see which ones we're doing. Right? Okay, so that's about it for the IFX side. Now let's go over to the TFX side. I think we are ready. So in this case, you want to click it. So if you checked out the premiere this morning, that'll sound very familiar. So let's do a normal lo-fi here. And the factory settings are going to be, you're going to have a bit depth right here. Basically, the more you do it like that, it's basically like if you had a vocal dist where you were turning the tone up. So this is what I'm saying when vocal dist and lo-fi have a lot in common. So if you go 16 or 15 off, most people like to keep the bit depth off. In case you want to like make a big rave, cause a big rave and do that. Be careful when you get past 3, 2, especially 1, it can get very, very loud. So just be careful for that. Sample rate. I wish more people were experimental with it. So watch how I do this. Just this. It's the balance. That's the big knob. See what I'm talking about?
All right, well, hey, I hope you enjoyed that Lo-Fi Vocal Dist demonstration and explanation. We are going to be doing some more tutorials as always. I have about 4 or maybe 3 in specific written down in my notes on my phone. We're going to get to that. Also, I hope that you've been enjoying some other additions to my playlists on the same channel, Mills Musician. So earlier today, I actually premiered my music therapy routine, where I actually used some of the same vocal disc techniques that I just got done showing you. So please share the knowledge. I hope to see you try to use these techniques on your own RC505 and even RC202 routines. So please like, comment, subscribe, share, clip any part of this, as long as just please give me some credit. Also, I have some donation links below. I think I'm at the level where if I'm doing a good enough job at this, then I think it's fair that I ask very kindly for any donations. If someone's very good at something, they ask for donations. I know I do have a Patreon, which I might upload some stuff there. But honestly, I kind of feel like my fan base is here on YouTube, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and just keep the donation links. Also, at some point, I think we will be live streaming. I don't think I'm going to be live streaming tutorials, although I will hopefully live stream some Q&A. So I think that's a cool thing. Q&A, also just kind of going back and forth through my own loop routines and just kind of, oh, hey, look, I dialed randomly to memory slot number 41, which is my Ave Satani. Okay, now let's go to my Slavite Gospoda routine. Let's live stream that. Okay, all right, we'll see you on the next video.